Hello friends, this is Worm, and today it's no secret that the Destiny community is very difficult to please. This goes for any gaming community. You're gonna have one side that says, oh, this is the worst thing in the world, so they make change, so a developer makes changes, and then the other side, and Bungie and Destiny are no different. Okay, we have the community that they want something changed, Bungie changes it, then the community also wants it to be reverted, or the community wants this to be different, or blah, 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 and Thunder Doctrine has been no exception to this. Now, specifically, you probably saw by the title, is this the best Bungie can do? Specifically, what we're going to be talking about is the Thunder Doctrine quest line, because I've seen a ton of posts across social media and a ton of videos where players are complaining about the quest being time gated. And I understand on one hand why players don't like time gating. I'm not a huge fan of time gating myself, but at the same time, there are some times when it is necessary. And I believe that for this dungeon quest, it is necessary because let's take a little trip through history. Remember Vesper's Host? I don't know about y'all. I hated doing the Vesper's Host quest. Sorry. That's a tongue twister. I hated doing it. I hated having to go in there and doing the dungeon 5 million times to get the quest done. And realistically, it's not 5 million times. It's realistically like you got to go do the dungeon like 9 times or something like that. But at the same time, that felt brutal to me because it's like, oh my gosh, like I want to get all the rewards and everything, but I can't do it because it's too much. I don't want to do the dungeon over and over again. Like, it does get old doing it multiple times throughout the week. Bungie time gating Thunder Doctrine's quest has alleviated that issue substantially. Now I don't feel pressured to have to go in there and do the dungeon 10 times to get the quest line done. It is it is spoon fed to us bite at a time. Here's your first week, here's your second week, here's your third week. I imagine it's gonna be 3 weeks, and then your quest is completed. And I don't know why players are so frustrated by this time gating. And understandably, I guess some hardcore players, I think my name is Bive. He made it in one of his videos. He had talked about the quest being time gated and how he didn't like it. That's kind of understandable because he's a lore junkie and a lore guru, and there's a lot of lore behind these quests, and it makes sense. But at the same time, it seems like it's the same people that complain, oh, like, why can't I go do everything? But are the same ones that go in here and say, oh, it gets boring over time. And that, like I said, that's the Destiny 2 community in a nutshell. Like, there's no secret about that. Players, they don't like to have to repeat something over and over and over again. So then you time gate it, and then all of a sudden it's a frustration. Like, why can't I just go in here and do it? But really, I think that when it comes to Thunder Doctrine, I think that Bungie time gating the quest is the best thing that they could do. Okay, and if not for a community-wide level, at least for me on a personal level, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a casual, but I'm not an extremely hardcore player that like plays 24/7 by any means. But it's nice that I don't feel that pressure of like, oh man, I have to do the dungeon 1,500 times and it just gets old fast and I don't want to do it. Like, whenever it is spoon-fed bite at a time, it makes it so much more manageable. And it's like, okay, like, hey, like, yeah, like, it sucks I have to wait, a few days, which at this point I gotta wait, like a few more hours, like 24 hours or something like that. But a lot of, to me, it's so much nicer that I don't have to worry about doing it 900 times. I'm going to do it 3 times per week. And especially because most of the player base, let's be honest, most of the player base did not clear contest mode. I didn't clear contest mode, so I don't have the exotic yet. So yeah, I'm going to be getting on all 3 characters, and I'm going to be doing the dungeon in an attempt to get the exotic. And even when I do get the exotic, I still have god rolls I'm chasing. I still have armor sets that I'm chasing. So like every week, I'm going to be doing it at least 1 time per character until I get the exotic. And I guarantee it's probably not going to happen the next 3 weeks for most players. So it gives us that reason to be coming back and not get tired of Thunder Doctrine. Guys, I got tired of Vesper's Host. I got so sick and tired of doing Vesper's Host literally after like a week, maybe 2 weeks of doing it. Like, I didn't get my God Roll auto rifle that I really wanted, which was Eddy Current and Jolting Feedback, but I got Strategist Jolting Feedback, and that was good enough. I said, I'm so done with Vesper's Host. But with Thunder Doctrine, I'm not done with it. I am ready to get back in there. I'm ready to farm rolls. I'm ready to do it 3 more times next week. I'm going to break them up throughout the week, probably do one on Tuesday, probably do one on like Friday, one on Sunday or something like that. I don't really know my schedule or anything, but I think that this is the best thing that Bungie could have done for the community. Even though it sucks for a small group of people, I think for the majority of us, not having the pressure of having to do the dungeon 10 times in a week to get the quest done, because that's the thing about quests. Like quests, naturally Destiny 2 players feel a need for them to be completed with quests. They don't like quests sitting in the inventory, you know, and I think this goes with any game. Like when you get a quest, you want to complete the quest. So naturally, when you have a situation like Vesper's Host, where you have to complete the quest, do the dungeon, okay, go back, talk to Spider, do the dungeon again, okay, go back, talk to Spider, do the dungeon again, and it's, oh my gosh, it's just so repetitive, and it really wears out the dungeon quickly. This is a nice change of pace. This is that good middle ground. It is time gated, which sucks, but it also allows players some breathing room so they don't feel so overwhelmed with like, oh my gosh, this quest is ridiculously difficult and this dungeon is hard and blah blah blah. So that's just my 2 cents on you know, the Sundered Doctrine quest. I think that it's the best thing that Bungie could have done. They're not going to make everybody happy. They never will make everybody happy. That's something that they just need to understand, accept, and I think they have understood, or they understand that. Sorry, I think they do understand that, and they have accepted that. But that's my 2 cents. I want to know your thoughts on the time gated quests. Like, do your thoughts differ? Do you not like it? Tell me why you don't like it. Just kind of fill me in on all of that stuff. And yeah, that being said, that's the end of the video. So go drop a like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and do me a favor, watch the videos you see here on the end screen, because for whatever reason, YouTube thinks you'll like them. Guys, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.